Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. I have been obsessed with French macaron cookies lately, and I wanted to make a new recipe. I thought it would be fun to make a macaron cookie that looks like the Nerdy Nummies Smart Cookie, and I wanted to take it a step further. I wanted to make a new flavor, so I actually wanted the macaron to taste like a chocolate chip cookie. So that is exactly what we're gonna be making today. We are gonna combine French macaron and chocolate chip cookie. Boom! Let's get started. To make our chocolate chip cookie flavored French macarons, the things you will need will be 3 eggs. We're just going to be using the egg whites, 1 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, 1 cup of cream, 2 tablespoons of cookie butter, yum 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 yum, some mini chocolate chips, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 3/4 cup of almond flour, 1 cup of regular chocolate chips, and some speculoos cookies. We've also got for tools a sifter. Now let's put it all together. The first thing that we're gonna do is sift together our powdered sugar, almond meal, and speculoos cookies. I just threw them in the blender, a bunch of those little cookies, and you need 1/3 cup. Now we're just gonna turn the handle, sift them together. And now we are gonna make our meringue. The first thing that you're gonna do is crack your eggs. We want egg whites in the big bowl. I'm using the jiggle method. I jiggle the yolk back and forth. We've got our egg whites in the bowl, and now we are gonna mix together until they are frothy, usually about 2 to 3 minutes. Now we're gonna slowly add our sugar while we're mixing, and we're gonna mix together until we get soft peaks. Should take about 3 to 4 minutes. We're gonna fold our dry ingredients into our meringue in thirds. Then using a spatula, fold, fold, fold. And the reason that we're folding in the dry ingredients versus just mixing them is so we don't take the air out of the meringue. We want it to be fluffy. Our batter is ready, and it is tripping me out, you guys, because it smells like a chocolate chip cookie. I've got a baking sheet with a piece of parchment paper, and on the back, I've traced with pencil little circles. These are 1 3/4 inches in diameter. That's the size that we want. Then over here, I've got a little plastic baggie with a number 2A tip. And now we're gonna scoop our batter into our plastic baggie. Pipe to the outsides of the circle, and then boop. We've got our cookies piped on. This is about half the batter, so you can make 2 sheets of cookies. Now I'm just gonna tap it down onto the counter to release the air bubbles. Now, before we let them sit out to form a skin, usually you let them sit out between 30 to 45 minutes before you bake. We are gonna add our mini chocolate chips just to the top macarons to look like the Nerdy Nummies Smart Cookie. So there's 4 at the top, and then at the bottom, 2, leaving room for some glasses and decorations. We've got our mini chocolate chips on our cookies. Now we're gonna let them sit out for 30 to 45 minutes to form a shell. Once the skin is formed, they are ready to bake. You're gonna heat your oven to 300 degrees and bake for about 17 to 18 minutes. And to make sure my macarons get some cute feet, I'm going to double cookie sheet them. While our cookies are baking, we are gonna make the filling for our macaron. We are gonna be making a chocolate chip cookie ganache. Oh! You're gonna take your cream and your chocolate chips over to the stove. Pour the cream into a small sauce pot and turn the heat to medium-high. Place your chocolate chips in a large bowl off to the side. Allow the cream to come to a scald. That's when little bubbles will start to form all around the edges of the pot. Then pour your cream over the chocolate chips and jiggle the bowl so that all the chocolate is in the cream. Allow the mixture to sit for 3 minutes and then whisk together to incorporate. Once it's all whisked together, you're gonna chill the ganache in the fridge for 30 minutes to an hour. Just took our ganache out of the fridge. It is chilled. And now we're gonna mix in our cookie butter. This is basically spreadable cookies. This is so good. Mix together till it's well combined. Cookie butter may be one of the best things in the world. Then we're gonna scoop our ganache into a little plastic baggie. At the end, I've got a 2A tip. Get all that filling in there. Yum, yum. Oh, maybe I took too much. There's no such thing. For our Nerdy Nummies Smart Cookie decorations, I've got some royal icing, black, white, and pink. I put them into plastic baggies with little tips for more control. We've also got some toothpicks to help maneuver the small designs, and I made a little Nerdy Nummies template. I'll put a link down below, so if you want to download this template and use it, you can, or if you want to make your own, you can do that as well. I taped down the template onto a cutting board so that I could pick it up and move it around if I needed, and then on top, tape down a piece of wax paper. Then we're we're gonna take our black royal icing and we are gonna pipe the glasses first. After you've piped your glasses, let them sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we are gonna fill them with our white royal icing. It's so cute, I can't. Once again, I have let these set for 10 minutes, and now I'm going back to the black royal icing, and I'm gonna pipe 2 eyeballs. And using your pink royal icing, make the cute little cheeks. They're just so cute, I can't stop. Back to our white royal icing, we're gonna add little eyeballs. Now we're gonna let our design sit between 8 to 12 hours at room temperature. You don't wanna put them in the refrigerator, just let them sit out at room temperature. Once your cookies have baked and had plenty of time to cool, we are going to assemble them. Over here are the tops, and these ones are the bottoms. You're gonna pick up a bottom cookie. Over here, we've got our ganache that was chilling, and we're just gonna pipe some in the middle. Then place on the top. Cookie sandwich. Then we're gonna do this to the rest of our macarons. These little decorations have set out, they're dried. Now I'm just taking a flat spatula and transfer them over to the cookie. The last thing that you're gonna do is take your black royal icing one last time and pipe a little smile. Ta-da! Here are the chocolate chip cookie macarons that we made today. We decorated them to look like the Nerdy Nummies Smart Cookies. I'll be taking lots of pictures of these cute little treats and posting them on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. And if you guys make these, please take a picture and send it to me. I love seeing your baking creations. I just get a big kick out of it. It makes my day. And if you have any other ideas for any other nerdy nummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to make it happen. All right, thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye. Now it's time for the best part. I just took too big of a bite. Mmm.